As mentioned in a previous video, we also have the option of using offline mode. So if we go into the settings in the top right here, we have the mode here, offline mode, which we can turn on. Now this is used specifically if you're in an area or at a trade fair or an event where you do not have a stable internet connection, but still want to be able to scan a business card or take a photo of a business card and create a report. This is now possible with the offline mode. So we've got this turned on. And what we'll do is we'll start a report or enter a report. And you'll see a difference now when I scan a business card, which I'll do here. That looks good. We can see that all the fields have not yet been filled in. Some of these have obviously been marked as mandatory. That's why you've got the red exclamation mark next to it, which means they have to be filled in. And we have a button down there which says Start Processing. Now, this means I would have to disable my offline mode. This is only recommended if you, again, have a stable internet connection. Now, if you don't, if you're still at the trade fair and you just want to stay in offline mode for the whole time, you can do that. We'll just keep that enabled. And at the top, we'll click on Done, and we can just start right away with our report. So let me just quickly fill this in. I'll just do the mandatory questions just to streamline this a little bit. And I think that's all of them. We have some recommended questions, but I don't need to fill those in. Those aren't mandatory. So I'll leave the report. And we can see here in my reports, we have one report, but no data because I'm in offline mode. So the actual information from the business card has not yet been parsed. So now we have two options. Let's say I'm back in the office or I'm back at home and I have a stable internet connection again. I can either go into the settings and turn off the offline mode, or I can just simply click on Export All Reports again, like we did in the previous video. And it will then give me the option to disable the offline mode. So this will probably go quite quickly, but just try to keep an eye open for it. So I'll click on Disable. And it's exporting, and you'll see in the background, see, it was a little bit too quick, but if I go to my exported reports now, I can see here the contact data has now been scanned from the business card and has automatically been put into the fields. So that's what you can do then with the offline mode. You can use it if you don't have a stable internet connection, and you can still create all your reports. Then finally, we also have a function which is called team coordination. So if we go down here to team, what we can see is everybody who's currently using the template and who's actually available or who's not available, or in this case, maybe who's even busy. So we can see that Helge, for example, he's not available. Selma, she's busy at the moment, but Christopher is available in case I need to contact him. And I can also set my own status. So if I go up here, I can say I'm busy right now, or I can even set my own custom status. And so I'm at the moment busy, let's say, by the yellow dot here, but I'm also putting in a status saying getting a drink. And again, if my other users, or let's say my colleagues, have put in their contact details as well, I can simply call them or send them a message if I need to. And I can also see what their actual expertise are. So I know that Helge, for example, his product knowledge is software. He's got 10 years of experience. He's in charge of Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, and speaks Spanish and German. And if I go to another of my colleagues, I can see that Selma in this case is in charge of app support and hardware, 2 years experience, is in charge of Asia, and speaks Spanish and French. Interesting combination, I know. And again, we can check the last person, English, German, French. So these are profile-defined fields, which each user themselves have to fill in. But again, it's great to be able to see what the current status is of myself, obviously, and the colleagues, and letting them know if I'm busy or not, or if I can help out maybe with a sales talk. In the next video, we'll be looking at the reports dashboard, so where all your reports are actually exported. And also we'll have a quick look at setting up your profile fields, which we have here. So being able to actually say what languages or what your product knowledge is, depending on what options have been given to you by your administrator.